Hey guys, what's up? Hey, I wanted to talk really quickly about another one of the problems I've noticed with this new editor data file that I've been using, and how it doesn't quite work right with the NewGans program. So if you're not aware of this, NewGans is a thing that I think Zealand came out with about 2 years ago with a bunch of other guys who were into programming. It's a way to automatically replace the really ugly Sports Interactive automatically generated faces with better looking faces that look like real life people. And is actually quite ingenious and pretty well done. The way that it works is you use a specific view in game to look at all of the newly generated players. You can create an RTF file based on that, and that RTF file is then inputted into a program that will create what they call an XML file that will automatically sort it out so that every single player that's newly created in your game is then associated with an image. Not really a bad idea. Unfortunately, though, there are some quirks with the program, including, as others have noted, problems with the NewGans, so-called NewGans software itself, and I think another problem that we may have stumbled across here. I don't know exactly what's causing this. I'll show you how it's supposed to work. So if we look back here at the Yenbian RTF file, you can see that you have the unique ID, UID, and then the nationality of player, second nationality, their name, and then these three things. So these three things here, it's like, I can't remember what it's supposed to be in the game. It's like what the player's like hair level's like, what the color of his skin is like, whether he has facial hair or something like that, right? And so you go through this for like every single newly generated player, and the program will take these three pieces of information, and I think the nationality as well, and does something to sort of put them together and fit them with the right image. Now, the way that the XML file looks, you're not going to be able to see here because I've removed it. I do have a backup, however, and here is the backup of the NBN save XML file. It's going to take a little while for the text editor to get all of this opened. There we go. And you can see that what it does is it takes the photo that the program chose, and it connects it directly with a player. And so once it does that, then it's very, very easy in the game for you to just look at people faces and not look at the really ugly created faces. That's basically how it works. So the problem that we've been having is that with this new setup that they have, when I, with this editor data file rather, when I go into it and create the RTF file, nothing is created in the first nationality. Instead, we occasionally have second nationality for some players, which is a major, major issue because there's nothing for the game to really pull out of this. There's no way to manually solve this either because the second nationality field is not always present, right? I could always try to go in and just say first nationality is American for everybody, but it's going to take me a long, long time considering how large this file is, and considering the fact that it's written in RTF format instead of in like some sort of spreadsheet format, right? It's going to be really, really hard. As a result, when you take that through the NewGans program itself, this is what happens, right? You get a file like this that's empty, right? And it's because it's not reading the nationalities in the game itself. Now, I don't know what's causing this. I'm not sure what the problem is. I don't know if this is technically caused by the skin, though I doubt it. I tried this both with the new skin on and with the default skin that comes with the game and had the same thing happen both ways. I might fool around a little bit with it and see, well, maybe if I load the skin from the loading screen of the game and then load it up that way, maybe we can get past this. I don't know. I know that with some skins, like the new Statman skin that came out right after the Mustermann skin, that it says, hey, there are things that we changed in the game that make it so that the NewGans doesn't work. It's possible that could be the problem, right? Though I honestly suspect, because it seems to be focused on the player's first nationality, that there might be some sort of weird thing going on again with the editor data file. That would not surprise me because, as we've seen already, there are quite a few weird things going on with this editor data file that's causing a lot of weird problems and will probably cause strange results for us as we go through in this mini save. Is another reason why you want to be very, very careful with some of these editor data files, because you don't exactly know what you're getting and you don't exactly know how thoroughly things have been tested. I can tell you that in game, everybody's showing up with the right nationality, including players who have a second nationality. So everybody will come up as American. However, for some reason, that information is not being passed on through the NewGans filter and through the NewGans view. So who knows what's happening? If you have any idea, let me know. I'm going to keep playing around with this and see what we can get out of it. But yeah, it's kind of a frustrating issue, right? And it's just another one of these little things that I'm kind of adding to my list of grievances over this editor data file. It's funny because I went off for a little while about the one I downloaded for the NBN save that did have some problems, and I talked for a little while about how there are some problems. You have to be careful what you download, but overall, to be frank with you, that one was much more evenly balanced than the one that I'm using now. This one has some pretty major issues. And if you watched today's game, you would see that definitely on display. I mean, it's kind of hard to rotate a squad when you don't have players, right? Anyway, I'll talk with you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.